Right. So,
And
good morning,
welcome.
everyone. Thank you very much for being here today and for the invitation to be one of the moderators of EVO 2025. Elgar is here, but he's a little bit sick, so he won't be talking today. I will present for both of us. So, our
Thank you,
session
Isaac.
was called Artificial Intelligence Applied to English Language Teaching. That was our session. And let me one. I think it got stuck. There we go.
It's
Let
moving.
me
Don't worry.
introduce myself. My name is Isaac Diaz. I'm an EFL instructor. I'm an academic consultant and AI and ELT expert. I'm also a Google AI plus EDU fellow. I'm a certified trainer, innovator, and leader, yeah, in Google for Education. And for the past 4 years, I've been dedicated to helping educators adopt technology and now responsible AI. Elgar has an MA in higher education administration at Boston College. He has attended courses at UMBC, UNED, and SIT in Costa Rica, University of Oregon, and University of Maryland at Baltimore County, Iowa State. His interests include online teaching, mindfulness, holding space, and AI in ELT. So that's basically some information about the moderators. Now, here's some background information about our course. The length was 5 weeks. We had 159 participants
Wow.
registered, and there were some countries represented here. Most people were from El Salvador. The others were from the United States, Guatemala, China, United Arab Emirates, Croatia, France, Argentina, Chile, Panama, and Dominican Republic. And in order to conduct these sessions, we used Google Meet. So we will meet every Saturday at 7 a.m. our time in order to have our sessions. Now, here's like the main purpose of this session. In the 5 week period that we had, we explored the integration of AI in English language teaching. So, our participants gained a fundamental understanding of AI. They compared traditional and 21st century teaching methods. They also explored AI tools for language skills development, and they learned about AI-based alternative assessment strategies. According to some participants, they were speaking to us and they said that they didn't know that they could use AI for language skills development or for assessment in the way we share with them. So, um, let me show you the general objectives in our session. I'm sorry, my computer got stuck. Okay, here they are. Here they are. I hope that you can see them because
Yeah, we can see them. Don't
okay,
worry.
great. So our objectives were that participants could identify at least three AI-powered tools specifically designed for English language teaching. They were also going to be able to design a sample activity that incorporated an AI-powered tool to enhance student engagement in a specific language skill, like the ones that we already know, speaking, writing, reading. They were going to demonstrate the use of an AI tool for creating personalized lesson plans tailored to the diverse students' needs, and finally analyze the potential benefits and limitations of using AI in assessment and feedback processes for language learners. So we had different activities. Here are the objectives for week number one. Basically, we wanted participants to become familiar with using AI because we knew that at least 80% of them knew about AI but didn't use it in English language teaching. They just had heard about it because of social networks or because friends had talked about it with them, but they had never used it in an educational context. So that's what we wanted in week number one. We wanted them to get familiar with what AI was, machine learning, natural language processing, how they could prompt with different AI tools, and finally they could analyze and evaluate at least how to apply three different AI tools in education or ELT, in the ELT context. So here are the activities that we had. They were focused on what I talked about previously, and they got to think about how they could use AI and apply it in this context. So at the end of the week, they created a mind map that illustrated AI applications in education. It's very important to say that during week number one, they started to use some of the tools, some of the large language models that are out there, such as ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, U.com, even Perplexity.com or that AI, that some of them were familiar with it and wanted to use it for this type of activities. In week number two, we were focused on comparing and contrasting traditional and 21st century teaching methods across three different dimensions: teacher roles, learner roles, and assessment approaches. So this session was, I think, Edgar was in charge of this session, and he was sharing with everyone how we usually stick to teaching traditionally nowadays, when we have different technology tools that we could use in order to start teaching in the 21st century, and to accommodate to learner needs, especially. We know that most of them are really familiar with technology, even though some of them aren't. But he focused on helping teachers like come from one side into the other one, like becoming more part of the or being part of the 21st century teaching in order to help students with what they really want to learn in our classes. Here are the activities that we have for week number two. They got to reflect. After the live synchronous session, they got to reflect on traditional versus 21st century teaching methods. They participated in a forum discussion on motivation strategies in virtual learning environments. And then they reflected on their personal teaching practices and identified areas for 21st century integration. As you can see, during week number one and week number two, we had some space for reflection so that they could integrate different AI tools, or they could reflect on their own teaching in order to start integrating AI tools. So in week number three, we focused on a different thing. We focused on developing skills with AI. So the objectives were to use at least two AI tools to support speaking and writing, then to create an AI enhanced vocabulary learning activity, to design an AI assisted reading comprehension activity, and finally to analyze the benefits and limitations of using AI for receptive skills development. This was one of the most interesting weeks, I will say, because the comments that we received from the different activities that we asked from participants were that they were not aware that AI could help to develop skills such as reading comprehension or vocabulary learning. Um, and that was very interesting because that was our main purpose. It was to help them discover a new world in which AI was an assistant, not the main star here, because the main stars are teachers who actually use AI as a tool to assist in the learning process. So it was really interesting to see their work. What they did during this week was to explore and review AI tools for speaking and writing. They explored Grammarly for writing and Gemini for speaking, especially their live mode, the or ChatGPT live mode, any of them. We also shared some other tools with other participants, such as TalkPal, which can be used for kids to speak with AI for 10 minutes daily, or Gliggleish. That is another tool in which students can go and they can decide what topic they want to talk about with AI. So when students come into the classroom, usually they go like, I don't want to make mistakes in front of others. I don't want to feel like stupid in front of others. So I will not participate. I will just learn whatever I can, especially in certain contexts that we have. So sharing with them specific AI tools that could be used for speaking, especially when they're not in the classroom, results really beneficial for them. They also design a game-based learning activity using Quizalize and Kahoot that was for vocabulary mostly. They experimented with TWI to create listening practices. And finally, they created an AI enhanced reading activity using Diffit. Now, in week 4, we focused on assessment, alternative assessment strategies using AI. They were able to create quizzes or tests using AI for language assessment. They developed a rubric for evaluating AI-enhanced student work. And finally, they implemented an AI-powered feedback system for a given language task. Here, um, they did different activities. They, of course, attended the live synchronous session that we had every week. They used an AI tool to generate quiz questions and analyze their effectiveness. Here, they could use Quizalize, for example. If you have used Quizalize, you can see that you can generate quiz questions and um, you can export them to different formats, such as Google Forms. You can use Blueket or Kahoot, so you can just export from Quizalize. They also designed a rubric for assessing AI-assisted student projects and share for peer review. In here, we used brisk teaching um, in order to do that. Eduaid was another useful technique for assessing projects from our students and to give feedback to them. And actually, some of the things that we learned here with our teachers is that the more you use it, the more you train the AI model, the better the result is going to be. Because it actually learns from you, it learns from your feedback. If you give, let's say, 5 different students some feedback and you train the AI tool with it, it's going to learn the way you give feedback to your students. So it's going to focus on things that you focus on. So AI is learning from us. We are the ones here that have to train AI. AI shouldn't train us, like never. We should use it as an assistant tool that is going to help us do some of the work, not all of it, because we always have to check for hallucinations or possible mistakes that it can generate. So this was a really good experience. And finally, in 5 week, participants created a 30-minute AI enhanced lesson plan incorporating at least 3 different assessment strategies using the Brisk Teaching Google Chrome extension. And they showcased the integration of AI tools. Um, so during the final session in the showcase, we had some amazing projects, I will say. 16 projects were completed, and they dived into the use of AI to craft lesson plans. Now, I want to share with you two examples. I think Stella is here. I saw her name here. She was an amazing participant in our course. She was always willing to share what she knew with others. And Marie, I don't know if she's here, but she also did an amazing job. I want to share Marie's job first. She created a lesson plan using the 5E model. This was the American dream, past and present. He created everything using AI. Here are the lesson objectives. How she integrated AI in the lesson. These are the tools she used. Magic School, Copilot, Brisk Teaching. And she said that AI supported learning by providing personalized feedback and enhancing discussions with AI curated resources. Here's the structure she used, following the 5E model, and how she gave feedback and assessment, or how she was going to give feedback and assessment to her students. The conclusion and impact of this, she says, the benefits of AI integration. It encourages critical thinking and collaboration. It provides immediate feedback, and it engages students through multimedia tasks. For future applications, expanding AI use for personalized learning and integrating AI-based peer reviews. So that's like the first example I wanted to share with you. The second example is a video that Stella created. She shows in this video how different AI tools could be used, especially because she was facing like the start of her school year. So I want to show the video to everyone so you can see how she integrated AI on this. And please let me know if you can listen to the video.
Welcome to our presentation on how we can enhance
We can hear.
ESL students.
I'm sorry, can you hear it?
Yes, we can hear it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. So here we go.
Welcome to our presentation on how we can enhance the learning experience for ESL students using innovative technology. Today, we will explore a
It got stuck.
It stopped, Isaac.
brunch conference
Can you hear it?
and enhance
Yes, again. Thank you.
as we prepare for the upcoming classes starting in a month. It's crucial to utilize tools that cater specifically to the needs of our ESL learners. Let's delve into the features of each platform and how they work together to create an engaging learning environment. First, we have Brisk, a powerful tool that allows educators to create interactive lessons. With its user-friendly interface, teachers can design activities that promote student participation and comprehension. Brisk supports various multimedia formats, making it easier for ESL students to connect with the material. Now, let's talk about Live Binders. This tool acts as a digital binder, allowing teachers to organize and store resources in one place. Collaborators can upload materials to a binder, ensuring that all content is centralized and easily accessible. This is particularly beneficial for ESL students, who may need additional resources to support their learning. Next, we have Google Slides. This versatile platform enables teachers to create visually appealing presentations that can be shared in real time. By incorporating images, videos, and text, educators can cater to different learning styles, ensuring that ESL students grasp the concepts being taught. Finally, we have the Go Brunch conference tool. This platform provides a virtual classroom environment where teachers can conduct lessons, facilitate discussions, and engage students in real time. With its instructional features, Go Brunch enables educators to integrate Brisk, Google Slides, and Live Binders seamlessly, creating a cohesive learning experience. By combining these powerful tools, we can create a rich learning environment tailored to the unique needs of ESL students. The integration of interactive lessons, visually engaging presentations, organized resources, and real-time collaboration will empower our students to thrive in their language learning journey. Supporting materials are essential for student success. I will utilize the Headway Pre-Intermediate Students book, along with quizzes, grammar guides, graphic organizers, vocabulary charts, and rubrics to facilitate learning and assessment. Additionally, I will incorporate multimedia support to enrich our lesson on future plans, ensuring a comprehensive learning experience. Our
Isaac,
lesson
we need to
includes a
stop.
variety of engaging activities. Students will participate.
Isaac, we need to stop.
Okay. I just want to say, like, final remarks. Do I still have like 1 or 2 minutes? No?
Couple of minutes.
Okay. So, I'm going to conclude really quickly. Here are the things that we learned. And we know already, educators are extremely busy individuals. We were willing to help educators as much as we could, but we had a lot of problems with our schedules because things came out last minute, and we were really busy with our work, plus the work that conducting the course gave us. And also, educators were extremely busy, so they asked to include fewer activities so that they could feel not too overwhelmed. So we're going to take into account that in the future in case we offer this course again. And that's basically it for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Isaac. And I will use this opportunity to ask the first question. Can you please elaborate on your last sentence in case we decide, so you are still thinking about whether to offer this session next year or not?
If we offer it, we're gonna do it. Like, I just don't know whether we're gonna have things to do because this year, as I'm telling you, we had many unexpected things that happened to us, and I hope we are able to. I said that I am willing to in the how do you call that? In the survey that you guys sent. I said I'm willing to offer it next year, and I hope I can. I
Yeah.
really hope so.
Yeah, this is what usually happens when you offer the session once. You see many new possibilities, and you must deal with many problems that you didn't see coming. So you must process it all and make changes for the new session next year. So we
Exactly.
hope you will manage, because we can see that this has been a great session this year.
Thank you.
And in the chat, there are many congratulations and thank you notes and reflections on AI and how it changes the job of teachers. You can read, but I cannot see any questions. If there are,
I had
Okay.
2 questions actually.
okay, Christine, go ahead.
One is, I just posted it at the end. Isaac,
Sorry.
would you consider inviting would you need more moderators? Would that make it easier for you?
Actually, I think it would. This year we decided to do it just the 2 of us, but for next year it will be a great idea to get more people on board so that
Yeah.
we have more people helping others
Yeah.
and conducting different sessions as well.
Yes.
It's much
does add
easier.
Oh, sorry, Sonia, go
Yeah,
ahead.
just wanted to add that it's much easier if there are moderators for a week or so that you can distribute a workload between yourselves in the team.
Exactly.
It does
And I
increase the
have
workload a little bit in terms of making sure that everybody's on board and the collaboration, everything fits together. So that does add another layer, just so that you're aware of that.
Especially for the lead moderator, yes,
Yes.
but it's easier if
in
there
terms
are
of
many participants, as in, and many tools and many different perspectives to
Right.
deal with, as
Mhm.
in your session.
And
Yes.
my other
That's right.
question, Isaac, was about rubrics. Now, I've constructed many rubrics, but have not tried creating one with an AI tool. Is there a particular tool that helps with the creation of a rubric? Or would I just be putting in the tasks into ChatGPT and ask it to create one? Or what would you recommend?
Being
What
honest
would you
with
do?
you, I recommend that you use Magic School. There's a rubric creator tool over there, and it's really good for you to use it. Actually, there's a comment already there. Magic School helps create rubrics.
Yep,
It
okay.
does. It creates wonderful rubrics, but I also think that you could use ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, or even Claude, which has the highest level of reasoning. That's for me. That's what I consider.
Mm-hmm.
Because the more you train Claude, the more it becomes like you. Like it learns everything from you. It learns how you write. It learns how you give feedback to other people. It learns even your vocabulary. So when you are writing a rubric, I will say focus on giving very specific instructions to AI so that it does the job for you, and it does a good job for you. I think I have an example of let me see if I can find it. I think I have an example of hold on one moment, of a prompt that I want to share with everybody. This helped. Even though I think it's in Spanish, I could translate it for you later on. The only thing I will say is include everything you want the rubric to have. You have to be very specific. Say, I want you to create a rubric for me. Give it a role or persona. That's very important. At the beginning, say, I want you to act like this type of expert. And based on that perspective, then do this task for me. Elaborate a rubric that has these different components. Um, Descriptors, the levels of achievement that you wanted to have, scoring system, um, criteria. So you have to put everything you want the rubric to have, and then you have to give it some restrictions or some more details on how the rubric should look like, so that either ChatGPT, Claude, or other large language model actually gives you what you're expecting. That would be
Might
my
be, it,
my
it might be
advice.
faster for me to create one on my own.
Actually, I'll be honest with you, it only takes like 2 minutes for you to write a prompt. The more you
Yeah,
use
but
AI,
yeah.
the faster you're going to become. You
Well, I
like
would have to put in all of the objectives because, you know, in the feedback loop, your assessment needs to measure your objectives. So those would be something I would start with.
exactly.
Yes, all the
Always
other
include them.
components for AI are needed as well.
That is correct. I think I'm going to share with you the prompt later on because I cannot find it right now.
You can share it in the chat, Isaac.
Yeah, I will when I find it.
Thank you.
All right.
And
Thank you very
hoping to
much.
continue this conversation, preparing for next year EVO. And I will thank you and your team for this beautiful session and for this informative presentation. And I think, Christine, we are ready to stop the recording for
Okay.
this session.
Thank you.